Hey everyone, so this is my first mermaid look for this series. Ruby and I are starting a new mermaid series. Hopefully you all like it. I start off with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. No surprise here. This is my jam. Obvio, I could not do a mermaid look without using my Ariel palette from Sephora. So first I'll be grabbing Flounder. This is just a nice matte beige, and with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to apply this all over my eye area. This is just going to create a nice soft base, remove any stickiness to help blend out the rest of my eyeshadows. Next, I take Mermaid from my Saucebox palette and I apply this in my crease area, and I just go back and forth in my socket with this blending brush from e.l.f. And I concentrate most of the color underneath my brow, close to my nose. Next, I take Candy Crush from Sugar Pill, and this is a nice frosted mint eyeshadow. And I just apply this on top of that blue eyeshadow just to give me more of a frosted effect. For my highlight, I take this matte white from Wet n Wild, and with the flat brush, I just apply this on my brow bone, and then I slowly start pulling it downwards, blending it with that blue and that mint shadow. And I also apply this color on my lid. Next, I take this shimmery white, and this has fine blue flecks in it. You can't really see it on camera, but in person it was like, ah, beautiful. Anyway, so I go in with my Snazaroo white cream paint, and I just wet it a little bit, and I get this fine liner brush, and I start lining my top lash line, and I just wing that bitch out. Next, I just curl my lashes, and for my mascara, I didn't have white mascara, so I just grabbed a little bit of this Inglot gel liner, and with a little bit of Duraline, I wetted it into it. You know what I mean? It's moist. So I kind of made it into a mascara, and with a fan brush, I just applied this on my lashes. Next, I take these number 62 lashes from Miss Adoro, and I did paint them white with that Inglot gel liner, and I just popped these on my eyes. Going back to that Snazaroo white paint, I paint my whole face, and first I did it with this paddle brush, and I didn't really like it. It was kind of streaky, so I go over it with a damp sponge and I just blend it all out. Next, I take Shivering White, and I always call her Silvering White. I don't know why. There's no freaking silver in this, but whatever. I apply this all over my face with a sponge, and I just kind of push it into place to smooth out any patchiness. I go back to Mermaid for my Saucebox palette, and I start contouring my nose. This is the same e.l.f. brush that I used in my crease, and I just apply 2 lines down my nose, and then I slowly blend it out. Next, I'm going to use Aqua Babe from Strobe Cosmetics, and I got this sample a while ago, so yeah, excuse the bag. So I just kind of dipped my brush inside the bag, and I start using this color as my contour shade. It's not as green as Mermaid, it's definitely more of a medium blue, and I just wanted more of that darker hue on the outsides of my face. So with the same brush, I just kind of go back and forth like you would a regular contour, and I slowly start blending that color up. Using that strobe shadow again, I'm just going in my temples, and I slowly start blending it towards my eyebrows and then going around my face. Going back to Mermaid, and with an angle brush, I start lining my bottom lash line, and I kind of create a double wing underneath that white, and then I just line the rest of my eyes, and then I slowly start blending it down. Going back to that white Snazaroo paint, I start creating these kind of like cracked veins, scales kind of things. I wanted this mermaid to be like if she's very cold, like if she lives in a cold climate like Antarctica or something. So I wanted her scales to look more kind of like cracked ice or like frozen kind of a thing. So I just kind of created like these vein looking things. Most of them look like X's or Y's or diamonds, and I just kind of let it, whoa, laundry machine, excuse you. But yeah, so I just kind of put this on top of any blue areas that I have except for my nose because I felt like it would have looked a little bit off. So I just put that all along my forehead, underneath my eyes, and my contour. To deepen up that contour, I take Aquarama, and with a flat shader brush, I just apply this to the edges, slowly blending it up. And then I just continue creating the lines. For my eyebrows, I'm taking these half pearls and I'm just gluing them on with eyeshadow glue. So I just put a little bit of glue on the back of a brush, and then with some tweezers I pick up the pearls, and then I just start kind of creating my shape. Now if you don't want to do a curve, you can also do it going straight out. It's really up to you. To fill in some of the gaps, I take some of these rhinestones and I just put them in between. And I really couldn't do this next step without this rhinestone pickup tool. I'll put the link to our DIY down below. This is a great tool to have because it picks up the rhinestones quickly without dropping them in between, and it doesn't hold on to the glue or anything, and it just made this whole process go a lot faster. And these gems that I'm applying are from Michaels. I'll put a link to that on the blog post with the full list of products. And same thing, I take the rhinestone pickup tool and I just apply these all over my temples. Going back to that frosted white shadow, I apply this as my highlight in my inner tear duct area with a small pencil brush, and I put a little bit on the center of my nose. Next, I take this nice matte pink blush from Co Cosmetics and I apply this on the apples of my cheeks, slowly blending it back. Next, I take Love Potion from Dose of Colors and I apply this all over my lips. To get rid of the redness underneath my eyes, I take my NYX white eye pencil and I just line my waterline. Now for my body, I'm going to do the same process that I did on my face. So first I just applied the Snazaroo white cream paint with a damp sponge. And then I go over it with Mermaid and Aquarama and with Aquababe. And I just apply those colors on the edges. And then I create the veins with the Snazaroo white paint. For my seashell bra, I go back to Love Potion and I just create kind of like a half moon shape. Now you can do the bra with the edges of the clam facing up or facing sideways. It's really up to you. Then I take a blue Snazaroo paint and I start creating all the details. And then I go in with the white Snazaroo paint just to give it a little bit of a highlight. Next I take Unfortunate Soul, and this is a nice blue gray, and I just apply this for my chi-chis, kind of like my cleavage area. And then I go back to those gems from Michaels and I apply this kind of like in my décolletage area. Then I take these buttons and I glue on the ears with some duo glue onto my face, and then to hide the edges I put these buttons on top of it and just kind of hold on to it until it dries. And here's the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're so excited for this mermaid series. Stay tuned for more. If you'd like to be updated, don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Tumblr now. Woo! Formidable Artistry, just how it's spelled here, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!